This program is proudly sponsored by DT's Hotel, where every colour of the rainbow drinks, corner of Hyatt and Church Streets, Richmond.
Can't wait. Welcome to Squeal on Bent TV, Channel 31, your community station. I'm over here now. People pointing everywhere. Guys, hello.
Hello.
Michael.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, fair to middling.
Fair to middling.
Yeah,
fair to middling.
as always.
Troy.
Oh, look, I'm fabulous. A bit tired. I've probably had the busiest working week of my working history, but
Did you
raring to be here.
Did you actually?
Yeah, I actually had to do something. Had to get out of bed.
Right, and Sally on News Desk, how are you?
I'm well, thanks, Monique.
Yes.
Happy Shalom, Kosher and Passover, and happy upcoming Easter to everyone.
That's right, it's Easter.
Yeah.
And sticking with celebrations, Stephen, our Mr. Man who points all the time and everything. It was his birthday last Monday, so happy birthday to Stephen. Love Kitten, whoever, whatever they call you, happy birthday from all of us here at Bent TV. Tonight we meet the guys from UHF, which is Ultra High Frequency, over here. They're part of the Comedy Festival. We also have a look at Dilapidated Diva.
Yep.
Very interesting. She'll be putting a bit of a number on us, and that's Emma Barkdale, I think it was. And there'll be a roving report of Dolce du Jour, and she has a chat with Michael Tojda.
Michelle
Tojda. See, I know nothing. I haven't done my reading again.
No, well, she hasn't performed for a while, but yeah, she's a diva.
Yes?
Black diva.
It was her birthday last Monday. Should we say happy birthday?
Happy birthday. She's
And,
one of the few people I didn't see out this week, actually.
Yes.
And every
You have
trainee in
been
Melbourne
around.
was there.
And Michael, do you have some news for us today?
Well, I was just going to chat about hopefully everyone has been writing their letters to their local Liberal Party member about the upcoming transgender bill. Leonie Burke-Paran, whoever it happens to be, you're like a member, you can email, you can write, do whatever. But they must be doing something, because this week a certain committee was put together by the Liberals. The Shadow Attorney General was replaced as a sort of gay and lesbian liaison committee type person. And several people have stepped up to take the place. So I'm just hoping, though, that this isn't one of those, what would you call a committee that has no actual say at the end of it?
A waste of time?
Because I don't know whether they're just pandering to us or they're actually going to do something.
Yeah.
It's just to keep, like, you know, whether it's here just to keep us off their back sort of thing, go, look, see, we're doing something, and whether there's really an outcome at the end of it, I suppose.
That's right. Well, I think that everyone should still keep up the mail, keep up the letters, because there's a lot of Christian groups out there that we're fighting against who are wanting to shut the whole thing down. So your letters really will make a difference.
Right in.
And that leads us to kind of censorship.
Well, yeah, I was sort of just wondering, like, I heard on the radio there's this thing like an IKEA ad in England. They put it on, and it's just about these people that go in and they raid your house, and like they tie people up in a chair because of their bad furniture taste, or they put someone in a boot of a car.
Yeah.
I've heard of this group. Are they the people that like go into people's houses, instead of robbing them, change their furniture around?
No. But as part of the IKEA ad, and anyway, 81 people decided they didn't like it, and it's been taken off. It's like, how pedantic
big a
are
voice
we
does it need
getting?
to be, yeah.
And it's just like the whole Rove incident last week.
The Exorcist on Good Friday.
Yeah, you know, a few people saying, oh, I don't like it, and all of a sudden, bang, there's all this action to it.
Gone.
And it's like, what about all the people that did? Like, I don't understand why people just can't turn their TV off or something.
Exactly.
I mean,
you don't
if
want
it's
to watch
something
it, don't
as
watch
little
it.
as that, if it's something that's thrown in your face you don't know about and it's really bad, then There's difference, but so as pathetic as that, I think we
look at
take
all
it
the
too
crap
far.
that we have to put up with, and no one's going to take it off for us.
Well, even this week there's been a lot of controversy about the Redemption Party poster. There's been several businesses in Commercial Road, according to MCV this week, that have actually taken the poster down following complaints by straight clients. Now, I don't blame them because, I mean, it's not all their clients aren't necessarily gay, I mean, and they've got to listen to their people. But are we showing a picture like that, which, by the way, is just a man's behind with rated R stamped on it? Are we perpetuating those images that sometimes it's the straight media throw up against us when, say, Pride March is on or Mardi Gras, and they show only the naked male group walking down the street rather than the 99 others of us who were actually clothed and normal and walking down the road? Are they going for the shock value? And is that what we're really about?
That's right. And just really quickly, I've just got to say, I'm very excited. Madonna has just become equal second with the Beatles for the number of gold singles ever. She's only behind Elvis Presley now. I told you she was a true champion.
You had to get it in, didn't you, Troy?
Absolutely.
But now we're off to some footage with Dolce de Jour, and she interviews Michelle, was it? Tozer.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Now,
Oh, yeah.
Glamorous dressing room at the Peel Hotel, and that's Northside. And I've got with me tonight the sensational Miss Michelle Tozer. Hello, Michelle.
Hi, dolls. How are you?
I'm fabulous, and so are you.
Oh, thank you, darling. What about this fantastic dressing room? Is it sensational? They spare no expense here.
The brickwork in here actually makes me look soft, which is fabulous.
It depends on what angle you're looking at.
We had a few questions for Michelle. We know that, you probably don't know a lot about Michelle Tozer. She probably won't tell you her age, but, she may gloss it. Add about 10 on to whatever she says, I think. But just a little bit of background on Michelle Tozer. Michelle, where are you actually from originally?
New Zealand, actually. I'm from Auckland. And have been living in Australia for about I came here when I was -2. I've been living here for 25 years. I was -2, so 23 years.
23. And does Michelle Tozer, lots of people really wonder about these sort of things, does Michelle Tozer have a daytime? Do you have a career? Do you work during the day, or do people just see Michelle Tozer out at night time and think, how fabulous? What does she do during the day?
Oh, and you go.
Oh, well, don't, but you don't have to tell us exactly, but...
I've got a very boring type office job during the day. It really is pretty boring, and work for the government, actually.
Oh, really? How fabulous.
Not boring. It's really interesting.
Perhaps I can get an increase on my payments. No, it's not there. It's not there. Don't ring her up and ask for favours. And daytime jobs. A lot of the girls, do they have daytime work? It's interesting because, people think transsexuals sort of, with the discrimination, all that stuff. Do many of the girls work full-time during the day?
There are many that do. It's very hard to get into. I mean, you've got to concentrate on skills and that sort of thing also. But there's also that, I guess, the confidence issue that lets you get out there in the daytime and, take the risk and work in a normal life.
And daytime is not kind to some people either. I know you don't have that trouble, but if I had to get a daytime job behind a desk, I'd have a bit of trouble with day wear and day makeup.
I don't think so, dolls. I think you'd be natural, don't
I'd be all right. Even living in Eltham, I could go to the shops in Eltham and I'd be unspringable.
What, don't you?
Stop.
I just assumed naturally you did.
My poncho and my Ugg boots in Main Street of Eltham, I'd look gorgeous, wouldn't I? Go down for a bit of goat hair to weave a new cardigan or something. You started off in pokies when you came to Melbourne, or was there something before that?
Pokies was the first show I did when I came to Melbourne. Fantastic, I loved it, and that was I was -2 in that as well. I'd been around for a long time, but when you start life on the stage at -2, it just means got more to live.
You have. I think we're actually getting close to time now, so I'd like you to put your hands together out there, and I know she can't hear you, but the wonderful Michelle Tozer. She's a very talented woman and a lovely person. Absolute gem. Always to work with you, Michelle. You know that.
Thank you, honey, and you too.
Oh, aren't you gorgeous? So now we'll go back to the station. Thank you.
I'd say that way.
yay! Straight back on Sally.
Sally and on to since we don't know where we are, we're going to go over to Sally, who's over there on the news desk, so she can give us some news.
And some appropriate news to follow that story up with, in that the first transsexual talk show in the US hopes to go mainstream. and that Tranny Talk, a public access cable program based in San Francisco, aims to demystify the confusion about the variety of categories falling under the transgender umbrella. And basically, Tranny Talk would fare well on a network such as Fox or the WB, whatever that is, but wouldn't fare well on the equivalent of the 7 or 9 networks over here, says the host of the show, Kitty Castro, I should say. And basically, San Francisco has 16,000 transgenders, including 8,000 transsexuals, according to the city's Human Rights Commission. So, good one. And that story came from diversityinc.com and was forwarded to me by Nick Tolhurst, who's head of news at Joy Melbourne. Now, speaking of news of Joy Melbourne, there's a wait once again for Joy because there's been another delay to the licence situation. Yuck. Oh, God, because the AM licence that was going to be allocated to 1503 caused the people on 1503 to move to 1116. 2 of the narrowcasters on 1116 didn't like that, appealed and won, so the whole process is delayed another 6 months, which makes it vitally important that you support Joy Melbourne in their bid for a full-time licence. Phone during office hours 969 00 907 or fax 9699 2646 for your membership renewal. And just going back to the transgender story, talking of transgenders, if you want to join a transgender support group, Seahorse Club of Victoria, phone them on 03 9513 8222 or visit their website, just pump in Seahorse Victoria in your search engine and you'll find it. And talking of worthwhile things to subscribe to, the Subscribe-a-thon for Channel 31 it starts on Thursday the 10th of May, goes through to Sunday the 27th of May. Call 9663 5831, that's 9663 5831. I'm Sally Saltry on the news desk, back to Monique.
Thank you, Sally. I was entertaining, and you've got some entertainment for us too, Michael.
Yes, well, if for all those people who tune into Blah 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 every week, and Graham finally got his face onto the into the paper this week, and of course you're not going to be able to see it, but yeah, can you see that? Go on, get in close.
We're getting closer.
No, the director's too far behind us. Anyway.
There we go, we've got it. There's Graham, blah, blah, blah.
So stay tuned for Graham straight after this and you'll see that on television, amusing as it may be.
If anyone's seen Peter, can they make him call home? Because no one's seen him for a week.
I think he's with a certain celebrity from...
Well, a controversial celebrity?
It was after last week's episode, we've all missed him. Like, he sort of went off and never returned.
He's a friend of Rove McManus, I hear that bloke.
Yes, yes.
And he was singing out, he was going saying, God Save America or something, I don't know.
So Peter, call home, we miss you.
We should just say that throughout the show we've got different bits of the divas of the 60s, so if you are interested at all, it's coming up every 5 weeks or so and you can tune in and see more of it later in the show.
And coming up next we have Emma Bathgate from The Divine Nature, The Dilapidated Diva and a Trio, and she'll be performing for us later. Anything else? Do we have anything else to add?
No, time for a break now, I think.
Time for a break. Sally?
I've got nothing else. Let's go to break.
Let's end now.
Bye.
Bye.